Savannah staff, I welcome each of you to the Demery Center for Living and the 31st Annual Tree of Light ceremony. It is our honor tonight to share this time in your grief journey with you. We hope that this service will be healing and that some solace will be found. As we prepare for the rest of the service, I encourage you to take a deep breath and slowly let it out as you become present in this moment with your memories and the spirit of your loved one. Mary Oliver wrote, "I would say that there exists 1,000 unbreakable links between each of us and everything else, and that our dignity and chances are one. We are each other's destiny. Remember that we have all joined a club that none of us have wanted to join. But we can hold the light for each other and find our way along this journey together. As a community, we can heal. Again, welcome and thank you for being here."
Thank you, Betsy. Good evening. My name is Daniel Sims, and I'm the chair of the Hospice Savannah Board of Directors. On behalf of the Hospice Savannah Board of Directors and our other affiliated boards, I would like to welcome you to the 2022 Tree of Light. Hospice Savannah is an integral part of the Savannah community, and we are proud of the services from diagnosis through the grief journey that we are able to provide. It is an honor to be here tonight. Thank all of you who took your time and the thought to make a donation to continue the vital grief support programs of Full Circle Grief and our Loss Center. I especially want to thank our presenting sponsors, Gulfstream, DJ Powers, and Margaret Keener. I also want to acknowledge those of you who are the music and grief support sponsors. Without all of you, these programs would not exist. I hope this evening provides some peace during this holiday season. Again, thank you very much for attending and welcome.
Can't remember the smell and I can't recall the taste, but I try every day. If I wasn't so afraid, I'd shine a light up to space, and then my soul could be strong enough to see your face one more day, one more day. That you hid, sharing secrets and fears that were meant to stay. Moving stuff out your room leaves me emptier than the room where you stayed. If I wasn't so afraid, I'd shine a light up to space. Then my soul one more could be strong enough to see your face one more day, one more
My name is Fawn Cowell, and I am here tonight to honor my husband, who passed away on February 13th, 2021, after suffering a massive stroke. Tom was larger than life. His personality, his sense of humor, his integrity, and most of all, his humility. I was one lucky girl when I met him on a blind date and married him a year later. Our marriage was a strong one, lasting 43 years. Not only did we love each other, we truly liked each other and enjoyed nothing more than to spend time together, talking about our dreams and plans for the future. He was a practical joker, and I can say that there was never a dull moment in our home. After being married for 2 years, Tom decided to go back to school to become a chiropractor. It was a career that he loved and never tired of, lasting 38 years. He had a gift, and his patients adored him. They lovingly called him Doc, and most of them became friends. He was always available if he was in town, days off, weekends, even Christmas morning. There were a couple times I had to tell the kids that Santa was going to be late. Dad was taking care of someone who needed him. We were blessed with 2 beautiful daughters, Erin and Natalie. Being a father was his greatest achievement, and he was an always present dad, doing whatever was needed, from changing diapers, endless hours at swim meets, volleyball tournaments, and dropping everything if they needed him. He taught them about unconditional love and to always help others, something that they both excel at today in their own lives. Erin volunteering at Habitat for Humanity, and Natalie is a social worker. I think I can call myself a poster child for what not to do after loss of a spouse. Everyone asked me not to make any rash decisions for at least a year and not to move to be near your children. Well, guess what? I did both. But they were the right decisions for me, not for all. I cannot begin to tell you how much my daughters Erin, Natalie, and my son-in-law Gabe have meant to me during this time. They opened their hearts to me, took me under their wing. They were my rock, my foundation. My oldest daughter, Erin, who lives in Savannah, opened her home to me for 7 months while I looked for my own home. I can never thank her enough for her selflessness and patience with Mom. I did finally find my home, and I'm very proud of that accomplishment. My daughter, Natalie, and her husband, Gabe, who live in Orlando, have made many, many trips to help me in so many ways. They are like super warriors when it comes to helping Mom. I don't think I can express how much that's meant to me. I do know that Dad is looking down on all of them with so much pride, knowing what stellar human beings they are. I would like to thank Full Circle Hospice for all the support you have provided. The grief support group has been a blessing and so needed. I look forward to our meetings as we bare our soul and realize that for each one of us, grief is different, and we are all in a different place in our healing. There is always a feeling of acceptance, and we have formed very many friendships. On a personal note, I can only speak for myself, but keeping busy keeps me sane. I came to this city knowing one person, my daughter Erin. The first day I arrived in town, she signed me up at the YMCA. She dropped me off and said, "Have fun," even though I had not been to a gym in 40 years. I now go 4 days a week, and I have met some of the kindest, most genuine people I have ever known. I am not done and have many more miles on my journey. I know that Tom would want me to go on and enjoy life. The holidays are especially hard for us, and for a lot of you, it'll be the first one without your loved one. I want to share my first Christmas without Tom. We spent the day with both my daughters and son-in-law, 2 dogs, 2 cats, and Erin's friend Ling from Tokyo. While we were preparing dinner, a cabinet fell off the wall in the kitchen. It was all hands on deck getting all the contents out of that cabinet. we decided to chop it up, use it as firewood. So we all had a chance to use the axe and take out our frustrations. We finished with dancing, salsa, and merengue. My son-in-law is Dominican, and he taught us all how to dance. Not what you would call a traditional Christmas. Ling had quite an experience as she is Buddhist and had no idea what Americans did for the holidays. We had to convince her that this was not the norm. In closing, I would like to share a poem my sister-in-law Joan sent to me that first Christmas without Tom. If Christmas is hard, if you've lost someone dear, just look in your heart and you'll know they're still here. The star in the sky, the light falling snow, the robin outside, it seems like they know. If this is a time when you're struggling through, just do what you can, for what matters is you. There is no need to be merry, there is no need to be bright. It will be all right.
If you want to, I won't tell you not to. Won't try to cheer you up. I'll just be here if you want me. There's no use in keeping a stiff upper lip. You can't weep, you can't sleep, you can't loosen your grip. You can frown, you can drown and go down with the ship. You can cry if you want to. Don't ever apologize for admitting your pain. It's something to me you don't need to explain. I don't need to know how, I don't think it's insane. You can cry if you want to. The windows are closed, the neighbors aren't home. If it's better with me than to do it alone, I'll draw the curtains and unplug the phone. You can cry if you want to. You can stare at the ceiling and tear at your hair, swallow your feelings and stagger and swear. You can show things and throw things and I wouldn't care. You can cry if you want to. But I won't make fun of you, I won't tell anyone, I won't analyze what you do or should have done. I won't advise you to go and have fun. You can cry if you want to. When it's empty and ugly and terribly sad, I can't feel what you feel, but I know it feels bad. I won't know it's real and it makes you so mad. You can cry. Oh, cry if you want to, I won't tell you not to. Won't try to cheer you up, I'll just be here if you want me to be near you.
Good evening. I'm Pam Southard, and I'm here tonight to honor the loss of my husband, Gary, who passed on April 23rd of this year. He was my soul, my strength, my light. Many years ago, Gary wrote a letter, unbeknownst to me, put it in a sealed envelope. It was addressed to me and his sons. Tonight, I'm going to share with my hospice family a portion of that letter. And I'm sharing this in the hope that it gives you peace as it did me. This is a portion of the letter from Gary written to me and his sons, and it was, as he wished, opened upon his death. I have never been one to talk openly about God, but there is a God out there. The God that I'm talking about gives us blue skies and gentle breezes. He gives us friends that we love and trust. He gives us blessings as beautiful and fragile as a butterfly wing and as destructive as a tornado. Every once in a while, he slams us down, and yet somehow he lifts us up. And the most frustrating part to that is that we never know why. And if we start worrying about the why, we start to lose sight of what God really is. a creator, not of things, but of situations. And how we deal with those situations defines our lives. Should we pray for forgiveness, for others, for guidance? Yes, but not for ourselves. What God has given me is a chance to live my life the way I wanted to live, and I enjoyed it. I was never rich, never poor. Enjoying the good days, learned from the not so good. I was loved, and I loved. Could I have asked for more? Of course I could have. Anything worth doing is worth something, and given the chance, I would have done so much more. Please don't grieve for me when my time is up. Grieve for your loss, but know that I am okay. Find a shady spot by a soft stream, relax, and know that you were so loved.
My aunt used to live in Paris. I remember she would come home and tell us these stories about living abroad. One time, she told us this story about how she jumped into the river once, barefoot. And she smiled. Leapt without looking and tumbled into the Seine. The water was freezing. She spent a month sneezing, but said she would do it again. Here's to the ones who dream, foolish as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that ache. Here's to the mess we make. She captured a feeling, sky with no ceiling, the sunset inside a frame. She lived in her liquor and died with a flicker. I'll always remember the flame. Here's to the ones who dream, foolish as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that ache. Here's to the mess we make. She told me a bit of madness is key to give us new colors to see. Who knows where it will lead us? And that's why they need us. So bring on the rebels, the ripples from pebbles, the painters and poets and plays. And here's to the fools who dream, crazy as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that break. Here's to the mess we make. I trace it all back to then. Her and the snow and the sand. Smiling through it, she said she'd do it again.
The wind phone was first set up in a garden in Japan by Utaro Sasaki after the loss of his cousin. Following a tsunami in 2011, people from all around the region began to come to talk to loved ones they had lost on the wind phone. Since then, these wind phones have been placed all around the world, including one recently in North Carolina. This inspired me to share a heavenly phone call to my granny with you today. Hey Granny, it's me. I have missed you so much. I have seen you in my dreams, and I have heard your voice so clearly, and your laughter. When you first left this earth, it took my breath away every time I realized again that you were not here, that you were gone. When you left, I felt so all alone for the first time. That was the first moment of my life without you here. After all those years, I still have so much to show you, to tell you. I see how differently things look without you. It's been 8 years since then. I don't want to let you go. But I see you now in the yellow butterflies, in the seasons. I see you in the music I hear. I see Christmas time through your eyes, in the eyes of your great-grandchildren. And you have five more of those now. And Granny, I'm in seminary. Can you believe that? You gave us so much. Please be with me always. Please look for me, because I will be looking for you. I know what you'll say now. You always said it. Never forget, I'll always love you. And you'll always be my little David. I wish there was somewhere for us to meet. A place out of the past, and a place just down the street. So many times since you went away, I've thought, if I could drive down your road, if I could turn down your way, I would see you again. I could see you today. When I was driving yesterday, something felt so strange. I went to your neighborhood and I almost could see you standing in your doorway. Through the screen door, from death to breath of God, the screen door between us, I walked through to find. My faith today is made of how many times I remake your living room in my mind. With the front door opened on 60th Street, the early summer air and the free day ahead. 20 years ago, I wrote a poem about traveling through time. Here today, could I use this poem to take me to that poem? Reach through the paper, stepping out of rhyme. When I hear Billie Holiday, she sings, I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer day. I'll find you in the morning sun. When the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. There was somewhere where we could meet, and through the screen door, you're always waving in your little yellow house on 60th Street.
I've seen dark before, but not like this. This is cold, this is empty, this is numb. The life I live is over, the lights are out. Hello darkness, I'm ready to succumb. I follow you around, I always have, but you've gone to a place I cannot find. This grief has a gravity, it pulls me down, but a tiny voice whispers in my mind, you are lost, hope is gone, but you must go on and do the next right thing.
Can there be day beyond this night? I don't know anymore what is true. I can't find my direction, I'm all alone. The only star that guided me was you. How to rise from the floor, it's not you I'm rising for. Just do the next right thing. Take a step again. It is all that I can do. The next right thing.
I won't look too far ahead, it's too much for me to take, but break it down to this next step, this next breath, this next choice is one that I can make. So I'll walk through this night, stumbling blindly toward the light, and do the next right thing.
With it done, what comes then? When it's clear that
Everything will never be the same
again.
but I'll make the choice
To hear that voice
and do
Following this candle lighting ritual, Full Circle staff and volunteers will go to the edge of each row to light everyone's candles. Please tip the unlit candle to the lit candle. Then, if you will, turn to your neighbor and light their candle. In this way, we pass the light that shines through the darkness among all of us. After that, whenever you are ready, you may extinguish your candle. Please do not feel that you must have it lit throughout the entire reading of the names, especially if wax is dripping. Know that even though you extinguish the flame, you can never extinguish the love. As we light these 5 candles in honor of our loved ones, we light one for our grief, one for our courage, one for our memories, one for our love, and one for our hope. This candle represents our grief. The pain of losing you is intense. It reminds us of the depth of our love for you. This candle represents our courage to confront our sorrow, to comfort each other, and to change our lives. This candle is in your memory. The times we laughed, the times we cried, the times we were angry with each other, the silly things you did, and the caring and joy you gave us. This candle is the light of love. Day by day, we cherish the special place in our hearts that will always be reserved for you. We thank you for the gift your living brought to each of us. And this candle is the light of hope. It reminds us of love and memories of you that are ours forever. May the glow of the flame be our source of hopefulness. Now and forever, we love you.
Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl to the ground like a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way through the dawning day. I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill, wanna grow on the side of a hill. I don't care if the train runs late, if the checks don't clear, if the house blows down. I'll be off where the weeds run wild, where the seas fall far from this earthbound town. And I'll start to soar. Watch me rain till I pour. I'll catch a ship that'll sail me astray. Be caught in the wind and I'll have to fly till I'm flying away. river inside. Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground till my soul is in flight. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud in a storm on the sea. Wish me on my way. Wish me on my through the dawning day. I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna speak, wanna grow on the side of the hill. Wanna shift like a wave rolling on. Wanna drift from the path I've been traveling upon before I am
Tonight is not about one person, but about our collective grief. And it's also about learning how to live with loss. But I want to take this opportunity to talk about one person who is a friend of Hospice Savannah. She died a week ago today. Elizabeth Oxnard was truly a mentor to the programs we have. In 2005, her husband, Ben, was under our care, and our then medical director asked him, "What's important to you?" After years of cancer and treatment and hospitalizations and doctor's visits, no one had asked him that. And it was that moment that Elizabeth knew she would support Hospice Savannah, and she did. She was the chair of the capital campaign that built the building that we're sitting in right now. And she told me when we went to the architects that the most difficult moment in her life was sitting in the parking lot of our Grief and Loss Center. That nobody wants to come to a grief group, nobody wants to do grief support because it's acknowledging the most difficult thing. And she said, Jamie, in her Elizabeth fashion, she goes, "Why didn't you have a porch? Why didn't you have something where I could sit and gather my thoughts so that then I could go in and do the work I had to do?" So when we built this building, we created a porch in honor of her with 2 rocking chairs. And during the COVID times, it became very beneficial, and a lot of counseling happened there. So Elizabeth supported the center, supported Hospice Savannah, and supported the idea that as difficult as it is, that we will learn how to live with loss, and we will survive. And that's what tonight is about. I want to thank our speakers who shared their soul. I want to thank our musicians who shared their talent. I want to thank the bereavement staff who share their knowledge. And I want to thank the donors who shared their money. Because without the money, we can't do this. And so you know, this is my 20th Tree of Light, but it's our 31st Tree of Light. This is a program for the community, and I've witnessed what the difference it can make. In the back of your programs, there's a list of services, the one-on-one support, the group support, anything we can do to help through this difficult time. We want you to know, all of us here at Hospice Savannah, that we're here for you, and we will continue to be here. I thank you so much. This is about you, this is about support, and I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.